native speakers do not actually speak English. I mean, they speak this highly compressed, heavily redacted version of the language, and they just expect you to, like, hallucinate the missing pieces.
Oh my God, yes. And the wild part is, we do it completely subconsciously. Like, we erase entire grammatical structures, and if someone actually speaks to us in full, proper textbook sentences, we honestly think they sound weird.
Right. Welcome back to English Unfiltered. Today we are taking a deep dive into the hidden psychological and, linguistic mechanics of conversational English. We are figuring out exactly why real-world English breaks every rule you ever learned and how native speakers manage to communicate in total chaos.
It is honestly the biggest trap for anyone learning the language, because textbooks teach you that English is built like a brick wall. Right?
Yeah.
Every word is a necessary load-bearing brick, so you learn, do you want to go with us?
Yeah.
But real spoken English isn't a wall at all. It's a rhythm.
Exactly. Real spoken English is just wanna come or you good.
Get in there.
Yes. And to a learner, that doesn't just sound incomplete. It sounds, completely wrong. Like we are just butchering our own language.
Absolutely. Which brings us to the most common frustration you hear from learners. People always complain, oh, native speakers talk way too fast.
Oh, constantly. But that's a total auditory illusion, isn't it?
It is a massive misunderstanding.
Yeah.
Because we aren't actually speeding up. We are literally deleting information.
Wait, deleting, like actually erasing words.
Completely erasing them. English is what linguists call a stress-timed language. So that means the rhythm of a sentence is based almost entirely on the important words.
So the nouns, the verbs, the heavy hitter.
Exactly. The words that carry the actual data. And everything else.
The pronouns, the preposition.
Yeah, the helping verb. They just get squashed, blurred, or completely erased to keep the beat going.
Okay, but let me challenge that premise for a second. Because if we drop all the structural grammar, how does communication not just instantly collapse?
Right.
If I walk up to you and just say, you good, which is totally normal interaction, how do you know I don't mean, were you good yesterday? Or, are you a fundamentally good person? How does your brain know what I mean without the words?
See, that is where it gets fascinating.
Yeah.
Because the grammar isn't in the words anymore. It's in the pitch, the facial expression, and, the shared environment.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like if I walk up to you right after you drop a hot cup of coffee on your shirt, the physical context aggressively eliminates 99% of possible meanings.
That is so true.
Your brain doesn't need the words are or feeling to decode the situation. You just know.
So the grammar shifts from verbal to environmental. Let me try an analogy here. It's like someone handing you a connect the dots picture. A textbook gives you 100 dots, perfectly numbered, so you draw a flawless circle.
Exactly.
But a native speaker hands you 4 random dots. And if you share their cultural context, your brain instantly sees the circle.
No.
But if you're a learner relying on the textbook rules, you just stare at 4 floating dots, completely lost.
That is perfectly stated. And this is the hidden cause of the mental fatigue learners experience. When a learner's brain freezes in a conversation, it's not because their vocabulary is bad.
Wait, really?
No, it's because their auditory processing is desperately hunting for a complete grammatical pattern that literally was not spoken.
Oh, that is brutal. You're mentally scanning the audio file for the word do, but the speaker never even produced the sound.
Right. You are waiting for the rest of the puzzle pieces, and the native speaker is already moving on to the next topic. Because we rely heavily on predictive processing, we guess the end of the sentence before it's even spoken.
Which makes conversation incredibly lightweight for natives, but just an absolute nightmare for anyone expecting the full data set.
Precisely. This is what nobody tells learners. True fluency in the real world isn't about perfectly parsing every single syllable. It's about getting comfortable with massive amounts of ambiguity.
You just have to trust your brain to fill in the blanks.
Exactly.
Which brings up a really interesting thought to leave you with today. We've been talking entirely about spoken English, right? But look at how we communicate through text messages now.
Oh my God, yes.
On you good, or wanna come. We are watching written English adopt the exact same aggressive compression.
It's the ultimate compression.
It really is. And with AI autocomplete now literally predicting our sentences and emails, we might be entering an era where both speaking and writing are just throwing 4 dots at each other.
And just letting the machines fill in the rest.
Something to think about the next time you hit send. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We will catch you next time.